Wait, Brad Pitt may be retiring? Well, there's a new article that came out that we need to talk about because this could spell out the end of Brad Pitt's acting career. Before we get started, make sure you subscribe, you turn on notifications, and you give this video a thumbs up. Let's get started. So Brad Pitt, just this past weekend, sat down with GQ to have a really good, personal conversation about his life, his future, his family, and things that he is working on. For those who don't know, Brad Pitt is 58 years old and has been acting for at least, 30 odd years. He's done so many big films in our lifetime that it seems like he was putting out at least 2 every single year. Well, if you notice in the past few years, he's kind of slowed down just a little. Instead of being the lead man, he's kind of taken a step behind the camera. He's done more producing. He's done only maybe 1 big film a year, but his other roles have been like him sporadically showing up in movies and roles that you would never expect. Well, I mean, he's kind of now at that age where, when you're starting off as an actor, you kind of take all these roles and you want to build yourself up and get these massive blockbusters. Well, he's at the point where he can just kind of say, I don't want to do this one, I don't want to do that one. And for those who watched his one movie, I think it's City Z, whatever it is, since then, he started his own production company. He's been producing, he's been editing, he's been behind the scenes a lot, and it looks like that's the way he's going. For those who don't know, you have that new Marilyn Monroe movie that's coming out. Did you know that it's his production company that's doing it? Yeah, he had a hand in that, and everyone kept on saying that this one is going to win a lot of awards. Anyway, during this interview that he spoke to GQ, this is what he said. He says, and this is actually, I want to read the whole section. This is from the actual writer and what he said. So it says here, he tells me that he's trying to think carefully about what's ahead, about the path that he wants to chart for in the final stages of his creative career. Quote unquote, I consider myself on my last leg. He says to me, this last semester or trimester, what is this section going to be and how do I want to design that? So it's interesting for him to talk about this because, once again, he's 58. He's got 6 kids with Angelina Jolie. And keep in mind, they are divorced. They have a lot of mess going on there. He also just recently quit smoking, which is something I had no idea about. Knowing what he has done in his career and knowing what the future provides for him, I can see him from this quote that he's probably going to step away from being in front of the camera and more than likely be behind it. Now, that article never goes on to kind of give us a real direction of is he retiring? Yes or no. I don't think he's ever going to, quote unquote, officially retire. I think that he's moving more towards being behind the camera, producing, writing, and then maybe kind of jumping up every once in a while to do a small little role. Maybe another maybe another Ocean's movie. I love Ocean's 11 and 8 and all those ones, so maybe, you never know. But it looks like from this, he kind of wants to focus more on his production company, which is called Plan B Entertainment. But I want to know, if he retires, would you guys be upset? Are you guys excited to see what he does next? We're kind of at this weird phase in Hollywood where the older generation, and by older I only mean 50s, are starting to want to kind of dip away from the glitz and glam that they're used to and kind of come back down to a normal life, especially for those who have got kids and family that instead of needing to work on a project for a year or 2, they can kind of hang back and watch their kids grow up and enjoy the memories with them. Because, you have to admit, kids grow up really quickly, and if you miss it, you miss it. So I'm pretty sure he's at the stage in his life where he wants to relax, enjoy the time with his family and his kids. And, we'll always remember all his work he's done. He's an A-list celebrity. He's not going anywhere anytime soon. But anyway, I want to thank you guys for joining me. If you haven't done so yet, please subscribe, turn on notifications, and give this video a thumbs up. I'm Joey. I'll see you later. Bye.